At last, the time has arrived for the ultimate mock draft, which will be showcased just before the NFL kicks off tomorrow. After all the discussions and speculations have calmed down, we are finally set to witness a team make its choice with the 6th pick. Each fan has their own favorites when it comes to various player types, but ultimately the decision rests with the team to select the individual they deem most suitable. There may be unexpected choices, or better yet, they might go for someone who can win support and admiration. Before we delve into that, it's essential to mention that there will be participation in an official gathering tied to the event, with the aim of capturing the energy of the atmosphere, engaging with supporters, interacting with former players, and documenting reactions and forecasts. Everything you can think of. So if anyone is attending the official gathering tomorrow, don't hesitate to come over and say hi, as the entire experience will be recorded. Should this be your first interaction with this type of content, and if it resonates with you, consider subscribing and turning on notifications to be informed about future uploads. Now, it's unclear why the phone has been buzzing at this moment, but it certainly needs to be turned off. Okay, that's done. With all that established, let's dive directly into this final mock draft. This marks the 6th mock draft during this offseason. It has been some time since so many drafts have taken place, but the consistency this offseason has been notable, which explains the significant backing, and it is truly appreciated. Our focus is on a specific team. The plan is to navigate through 7 rounds and keep things moving swiftly. Holding the 6th pick makes it interesting to see who lands in that position. There will be no trades. We will stick to the list to select the 9 players intended for acquisition. The first choice is a clear decision. It's expected that a 2nd pick will go to another team, followed by a 3rd choice. It seems these selections are likely to align with the widely accepted top picks. Another player is anticipated to go to New England. Following that, there are several other options still available, with many believing a particular player could be chosen, but various avenues remain open at this point. There is a feeling that a frontrunner is emerging, but it's not expected that this player will be picked. Should another prospect be available, that player will be selected, and that's precisely the approach we will take in this mock draft. Let's opt for that player with the 6th overall selection. It's acknowledged that some may experience anxiety over this choice, but it is vital for the team to secure their future quarterback. While there's currently one on the roster, it's essential to establish a long-term plan. This opportunity to pick high in the NFL draft for a quarterback may not come around again, so why not address this critical position now? A player can be secured for the present while also bringing in a prospect for the future. This quarterback is the most accurate in this year's draft class and appears to be the perfect match for the team's future. As we transition into the 2nd round, things may get a bit more unpredictable. You acquire one player for the present and another for the future. Shedeur Sanders stands out as the most accurate quarterback in this draft, and I consider him the ideal choice for a team's future. Now, upon entering the 2nd round, we have the opportunity to explore various possibilities. It may be advantageous to focus on reinforcing the defense, or perhaps it makes more sense to bring in a running back. There is also the chance to choose a wide receiver who can contribute in the long term. At this point, the 2 main positions I have in mind are running back and possibly someone for the secondary or a linebacker. Analyzing the running backs available, Trayvon Henderson is my preferred choice in this draft, which justifies my decision to select a player in the 2nd round instead of the 1st. However, the options are varied. Among the wide receivers, we have Trey Harris, Jalen Null, Jalen Royals, Jayan Higgins, and Kyle Williams, all offering a diverse range of talents. As for offensive tackles, there are solid prospects, but I don't see the need to prioritize the offensive line at this moment. I believe the offensive line is performing well, although we can reconsider it later. Now, turning back to the defense, Kenneth Grant will be an excellent addition to the defensive line. Siobhan Revell has gained prominence recently, and Xavier Watts is one of my favorite players. Carson from a California university would be an interesting option for a linebacker. In the secondary, Xavier Watts is a name to investigate, as is Makuba, a cornerback. Benjamin Morrison and Siobhan are also strong candidates. There are many promising choices available, but I'm inclined to focus on the offense since my favorite running back is still on the board. Therefore, I'll choose Trayvon Henderson. This way, we secure not only the quarterback of the future, but also the running back of the future. I'm confident he will become one of the top running backs in this draft. The offense is where my favorite running back stands out. Trayvon Henderson is the right choice. Let's secure the quarterback of the future and also bring in the running back who can shine. I truly believe he has the potential to become one of the top running backs in this draft. His skill set is complete, excelling in pass protection, capable of catching passes out of the backfield and making decisive plays. This makes him an ideal running back for the team. Advancing to the third round, we can head in several directions. Kyle Williams and Jaden Higgins are two wide receivers available who would be great additions, but I'll leave the choice for that position a bit later. For now, I'm not worried about the offensive tackle spot. I want to redirect the focus to defense at this moment. Looking at the names available, Kevin Winston stands out, along with Alfred Collins and Omar Norman-Lott. Shamar Turner is also in the mix. Regarding the linebacker position, Chris Paul is a name we should consider later. Benjamin Morrison is still on the board, as is Dorian Strong. Kevin Winston remains an option. The edge rushers are intriguing, which makes the decision more complex. When evaluating the wide receivers, it may seem surprising that I've focused on offense so far, but this might well be the path I decide to follow. I have a strong preference for Kyle Williams and Jaden Higgins. Although Higgins is not my top choice at wide receiver, my attention this year is on Torrey McMillan. However, if we can find someone with similar skills, that will be beneficial for the team. Thus, choosing Jaden Higgins in the third round would bring in a solid receiver with the potential to be a number one target, complementing Jacoby Myers and the rest of our roster effectively. As we move into the fourth round, my focus returns to the defensive side. There are several options the team can consider. For the safety position, R.J. Mickens, Malachi Moore, and Craig Woodson are available, but many of the top prospects have already been selected. Turning to linebacker, we definitely need support, and one of my favorite linebackers is still available. I don't want to miss this opportunity. There are many avenues the team could explore. When concentrating on safety, several prominent players have already been chosen. Transitioning to linebacker, it's crucial to bolster this segment. A linebacker who particularly catches attention is Dorian Strong, and making a decision on him swiftly is vital. It's possible that Williams may still be around later, alongside Kobe Bryant. While assessing the linebacker scenario, enhancing that position is certainly a top priority right now. Jack Sawyer is another candidate who would be a valuable addition. The defensive tackles appear somewhat dispersed at this time, so the focus will shift to linebacker to select the needed player. There are two linebackers who could greatly improve the defense. The preferred choice will be Danny Stitzman from Oklahoma. It's believed he represents the quintessential linebacker and has the potential to lead the defense for several years, especially given the demand for reinforcements in that role. Incorporating him into the team would be advantageous. With a few names already off the list, it's evident that delaying too long can have repercussions. There's consideration for reinforcing linebacker due to the many needs present. Looking at the current acquisitions, the team has secured a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and two linebackers along with a safety. There's no immediate need to focus on the quarterback situation right now. As we assess the remaining options, an offensive tackle is still available, making the recruitment of an offensive lineman a practical possibility, with one more selection pending. In terms of running backs, it might be wise to hold off a little longer, since there should be a good number available among undrafted free agents. Notable names that come to mind are Donovan Edwards, Trevor Etienne, and Quavius Marks. A prospect who has recently gained attention is Lan Larison from UC Davis, as he bears some resemblance to a well-known player. Not to imply he will become the next major star, but he shows promise. Furthermore, there might be a chance to select another wide receiver, with Jimmy Horn Jr. being the preferred choice if available, largely due to his connection with the newly drafted quarterback, which could provide a strategic advantage. There could still be opportunities to discover another wide receiver later in the draft. Although it's acknowledged that the emphasis hasn't heavily favored this defensive aspect, this draft is beginning to look quite promising. While opinions may vary, that's not a major concern. Now, as we enter the 7th round with the final selection, it seems suitable to choose a quarterback. Upon evaluating the remaining candidates, the decision will be B.J. Adams from UCF. This choice wraps up the final mock draft for the team, a detailed 7-round simulation. Input regarding the assessment of this mock draft would be welcomed, as it would be intriguing to see how it stands up. The choice falls to B.J. Adams from the University of Central Florida. Thus concludes the team's final 7-round mock draft. Feel free to share any evaluations you might have of this mock. It's important to consider its overall performance, although some criticism is likely to arise. The approach taken was somewhat improvised. In the first round, Shota Sanders is selected, followed by Trayvon Henderson in the second and Jaden Higgins in the third. With these, 3 competent offensive players are secured, addressing an evident need to strengthen that area. Additionally, 2 linebackers, Danny Sisman and Teddy Buchanan, are recruited to represent the future of the defense, especially after some departures. It's necessary to increase depth at linebacker. While some new athletes have been signed, it's noticed that some of them may be nearing the end of their careers. Devin White and others may remain for a while, but the focus is on the players who will shape the defensive future. This situation is reminiscent of what was done in Seattle. It's not claimed that the new athletes will reach that level, but the possibilities are there. Sebastian Castro adds versatility to the defense, especially in the secondary, which always needs more depth. Jack Nelson aims to strengthen the offensive line. There is also a receiver who could become a significant asset in this draft, especially given the connection already established with Shedeur Sanders. When they play together, everything should fit perfectly. Finally, B.J. Adams is added in the last round to enhance secondary depth. Overall, this mock draft is considered solid. Comments on this draft are welcome. It's interesting to know whom you believe should be the choice at 6th overall, or if there's an expectation that the team will opt to trade. Insights are welcome in the comments below. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Tyreek Hill's arrival in Las Vegas has electrified the NFL landscape and sent ripple effects through the league's wide receiver hierarchy. The 4-time Pro Bowl speedster confirmed today that he will don the silver and black of the Raiders next season, ending weeks of intense speculation and fueling the fertile imaginations of Raider Nation. Hill, known for his game-breaking explosiveness and jaw-dropping yards after catch ability, joins a franchise eager to restore its storied tradition. His confirmation comes on the heels of a blockbuster trade proposal that saw multiple draft picks exchanged, underscoring the Raiders' determination to secure one of the game's most feared playmakers. With questions about their aerial attack answered, Las Vegas now turns its attention to integrating Hill into an offense led by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. The former Kansas City Chief has delighted fans and pundits alike with his relentless pursuit of excellence. Despite criticism that he sometimes disappears in critical moments, Hill's talent is undeniable. He finishes each season with gaudy numbers, frequently among league leaders in receptions, receiving yards and touchdowns, and his electric presence promises to inject a new level of dynamism at Allegiant Stadium. Raiders coach Josh McDaniels praised Hill's competitive spirit and professionalism, highlighting his capacity to mentor younger receivers. Tyreek is a rare combination of speed, savvy, and work ethic, McDaniels said. He's going to push us all to be better. The team's coaching staff immediately began crafting schemes to exploit Hill's unique skill set. Jet sweeps, deep ball opportunities, and yards after catch situations will likely dominate Las Vegas's playbook in 2025. Analysts believe Hill's shift to the AFC West intensifies an already fierce divisional rivalry. Facing his former Kansas City teammates twice annually adds narrative intrigue, as Hill aims to prove his new address was the right move. Fantasy football enthusiasts have already elevated Garoppolo's stock, anticipating a seesaw of long bombs and high-octane drives fueled by Hill's unmatched acceleration. Off the field, Hill's marketability fits perfectly with the entertainment capital of the world. Sponsorship deals, community outreach initiatives, and headline grabbing. Interviews are sure to follow as he embraces Las Vegas life. Local businesses have wasted no time capitalizing on his star power, while community leaders laud his charitable efforts and promise to welcome him wholeheartedly. As the offseason officially begins, Raider fans can savor the prospect of highlight reel catches and record runs. Tyreek Hill's confirmation is more than a transaction. It is a statement of intent. In a league where speed kills, the Raiders have just acquired one of the deadliest weapons in football. Strap in. The Silver and Black's next chapter is about to accelerate faster than ever. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.